Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top Facts, the channel where we dive deep into the most intriguing, shocking, and untold stories of your favorite celebrities. And today, we have a story that is bound to leave you speechless, a story of music, controversy, and an unexpected bond that has left fans speculating for decades. We're talking about the legendary Alan Jackson and the iconic Jimmy Buffett. Two names that define country music and island escapism. But behind the scenes, their relationship has been a whirlwind of rumors, controversy, and some of the most tantalizing stories ever whispered in the music industry. Stick around until the end, because we're uncovering secrets that have never been told before. Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett, two men who couldn't be more different in their styles yet somehow found themselves intertwined in a bond that defied all expectations. Alan, the cowboy hat-wearing, honky-tonk loving traditionalist who built a career on songs that spoke straight to the heart of America. And Jimmy, the tropical troubadour, the laid-back beachside philosopher who made an empire out of good vibes and margaritas. At first glance, they seemed like an unlikely duo, but as the years went on, their friendship and collaborations sparked a storm of speculation. Was there something more between them? Rumors started swirling when Alan and Jimmy teamed up for the chart-topping hit It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. It was an anthem for those who longed for the carefree, worry-free lifestyle that Jimmy Buffett had embodied for decades. But behind the scenes, this song wasn't just another collaboration, it was a love letter to a shared secret world. The way Alan looked at Jimmy during performances, the chemistry that sizzled between them, the way they laughed just a little too long, fans couldn't help but notice. And then came the parties. Oh, the infamous after-show parties where industry insiders whispered about what really went on when the cameras weren't rolling. Alan was known for his deep southern charm, but when he was with Jimmy, he let loose in ways no one had ever seen before. They shared drinks, whispered conversations, and according to some sources, there were nights when they disappeared together without explanation. Was it just a close friendship? Or was there something more electric between them than there were the lyrics? Jimmy Buffett, a man who had written countless songs about carefree love, the ocean breeze, and chasing adventure, suddenly started weaving in references that fans found eerily reflective of his bond with Alan. Hidden meanings? Secret dedications? Some of Jimmy's most devoted listeners started analyzing his words, finding double meanings in lines that seemed to hint at a connection beyond friendship. Alan Jackson, on the other hand, had always been a bit of a mystery. While his songs were heartfelt and autobiographical, there were those that believed some of his more poetic and ambiguous lyrics were his way of confessing something deeper. The longing, the tension, the unsaid words, it was all there, hidden in plain sight for those who knew where to look. And then there were the controversies. When a popular tabloid published a piece claiming that Alan and Jimmy had been spotted in a secret getaway in Key West, the internet exploded. Fans debated fiercely, was it just a casual vacation between friends, or was there more to the story? Neither Alan nor Jimmy ever publicly addressed the rumors, leading some to believe that silence was their way of letting the world wonder. One of the most talked about moments came during a now famous award show appearance when Alan was asked about Jimmy. His face flushed slightly, his answer was vague, and for those watching closely, there was an undeniable nervousness in his demeanor. Was it because of the rumors? Was it because he knew something the rest of US didn't? But let's not forget the impact they had on each other's lives. Alan credited Jimmy with teaching him how to slow down, to enjoy life beyond the pressures of Nashville and fame. And Jimmy often said that Alan was one of the few people in the industry who truly understood him. They brought out something in each other that no one else could. It was a connection that transcended music, a bond that neither of them ever fully explained, leaving the rest of us to fill in the blanks. As time went on, the rumors faded, but the legacy of their relationship remains one of the most fascinating mysteries in country music history. Whether it was an unspoken love story, a deep friendship, or something entirely different, one thing is certain: Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett shared a connection that will forever be legendary. And there you have it, folks. The untold story, the whispers behind closed doors, and the chemistry that left fans guessing for years. Was it just friendship, or was there something more? The answer may never be fully known, but one thing is for sure: these two icons left a mark on each other's lives that will never fade. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of music's most intriguing pair, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because here at Top Facts, we bring you the stories that no one else dares to tell. Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep searching for the truth behind the headlines.